Hi guys, AzureAce here, and I'm back again with another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion. Today's episode will be covering episode 38, Universe 6's Strongest Warrior, meet the Assassin Hito. We are here, we are finally at the big fight of the tournament, just before the arguably biggest fight of the tournament, as it's the one that's been promoted and advertised the most. We have Vegeta versus Hito. And as I am a Vegeta fan, this is one of the hardest episodes that I've had both the displeasure and pleasure to watch, as Vegeta just gets absolutely pummeled in this episode, and I'm going to highlight the ways in which he gets pummeled, the many different ways by Hito. So the episode starts with Vegeta telling us Hito can also keep his ki down, or his power level down, we'll call it for talking's sake, so that Vegeta can't sense it, much like how the Z Fighters used it way back in the Saiyan saga, so that Raditz, Vegeta and Nappa didn't know, and also in the Frieza saga when the Ginyu Force didn't know, as well as Kui and Dodoria and Zarbon as well. So Whis tells us that Hito has never failed to take down a target before in his entire life, and this is what makes him the best assassin of Universe 6. Honestly, this fight just kind of shows how powerful Hito really is, because he has gone toe to toe with a god and been able to take him down a peg. That's no small feat at all. Beerus rings the bell and the match is to begin, which wakes Monaka up from his state of shock from the Kamehameha back in Goku against Potamo, and then Vegeta goes immediately into Super Saiyan Blue, which scares Monaka like really badly, which does play into something that is revealed later in the video, and just by me saying that, you may have already guessed what this big reveal of Monaka's true identity actually is. So Vegeta, he makes one tiny slight movement and Hito is on the move, and he is very fast. Very, very fast. Vegeta, he can't pinpoint where he is, what he's doing, how he's doing it. So Vegeta, he just tries to go for the punch, but Hito gets him right on the nose, and he loses his Super Saiyan Blue aura, and he just gets sent back. Like I said, Vegeta has absolutely no idea what's going on. He can't see Hito's movements, he can't see his punches, he can't see his just anything really. Hito then tells Vegeta to surrender, but obviously being his prideful self, he refuses, goes to attack Hito. Hito dodges so fast that Vegeta can't even see him again, and he hits Vegeta right in the neck or the collarbone area and sends him flying across the ring. Like, not even Goku or Piccolo can see Hito's attacks. I would assume that Whis, Vados, Beerus and Champa can see his attacks, but they haven't said anything about it yet. But I can just kind of assume they can because of how powerful they are, as well as Whis and Vados having a kind of similar technique that I'm going to actually explain later on in the video. So at this point, Hito is just pummeling Vegeta. He's hitting all his vital points, his head, neck, collarbone, ribs, liver, kidney. He's just hitting all of those spots. Vegeta has no way of coming back from this. He uppercuts him and Vegeta moves away, and then he looks like he actually gets ready to use the Big Bang attack, which is something we haven't seen in a while, and that would have been awesome, but Hito punches him right in the kidney, and then we pan over to see Goku using instant transmission to get over to Jacko, and even Jacko can't see what Hito is doing and Hito's movements, and we know how good Jacko's eyes are, as he is the one who originally spotted and called out that Frost was using a poison needle back in Goku against Frost and Piccolo against Frost. So Hito is he's so strong. He's making a god start to bleed, which is actually, I think, the first time we'd ever seen blood in the entirety of Super, unless there was in the Super Saiyan God Goku and Beerus fight, or the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Golden Frieza fight. I'm positive there's blood at some point before this, but I'd have to go back and see. So Vegeta is understandably frustrated because he hasn't landed a single good hit on Hito yet, which just shows how outclassed Vegeta is. It's so hard to watch this, but it's building up to the big fight that's being advertised all over Japan right now. Vegeta goes to punch Hito and he gets Vegeta right in the gut with a punch. Vegeta grabs his hand and he goes to punch Hito in the head, but stops just as he's about to hit him, and this is because Hito is punching even further into Vegeta's gut, much like how he did against Zarbon back in the Frieza saga, as well as I think it was Semi-Perfect Cell back in the Cell saga. Vegeta loses his form and he is absolutely out cold going into commercial break. Throughout this fight you could really tell how much Vegeta was hurting. Like I said at the start of the video, as a Vegeta fan, this is a very hard episode to watch because he just gets absolutely destroyed. He's had 3 fights before this where he's won. This is the time where he gets absolutely demolished. We come back from the commercial break and Champa is so happy that he's crying with tears of joy, which is a kind of much needed change from his whiny usual angry self. Just shows a little bit of extra emotion in Champa's character other than anger and just whiny, annoying god of destruction. The referee then declares that Hito is the winner of the fight, with Hito stating that Vegeta is the first person to ever stay alive after taking as many hits as he did from Hito. So I guess Hito does kind of indirectly kind of tip the cap off to Vegeta for surviving. Trunks and Goten fly down to Vegeta with water and a towel, and even Goku is that concerned about Vegeta that he tells Krillin to go down and give him a senzu bean. So Goku and Jaco are wondering what it actually was that Hito was doing, with Jaco stating that he disappears every time he moves, whereupon which the Galactic King suggests that he may be using a technique known as the Tokitobashi, otherwise translated to Time Leap, explaining that there are a very small amount of people that are able to move through time for just a tiny 0.1 seconds, which kind of gives off the effect of disappearance. But with someone as fast as Hito, this is massively beneficial because it means he can be anywhere around his opponent at any point in time and he can just strike whenever he wants. It's pretty terrifying because of how deadly Hito actually is. So the announcer announces and confirms the next fight is Goku versus Hito. So Goku jumps down to the ring, asks Vegeta for advice, and Vegeta just says, "Good luck. Just, yeah, I've got nothing. You're gonna lose." Beerus tells Whis to tell Goku what the counter for Hito's Tokitobashi is, but he does withhold the information, stating that it's gonna help Goku's training, which does actually lead me to believe that Hito's Tokitobashi is a form of what Whis was trying to teach Goku and Vegeta, and that they are to act before thinking. This may kind of be in the realm of that mentality, because Whis is actually quite surprised that Hito's Tokitobashi can manipulate time like he can, so maybe, I mean, we'll see. It does, this act before thinking thing is pretty interesting in itself. And if Goku and Vegeta can master that, who knows how powerful they can become. But arguably, the biggest part of the episode, the true identity of Monaka, is he this strong fighter that destroys planets without any mercy, or is he in fact a fraud and just a weak character? Well, the answer is now confirmed. Whis confirms that Monaka is in fact a complete and utter amateur and is a complete fraud that was brought into the tournament to entice Goku and Vegeta to try a lot harder so that they can surpass him. So to all of you people who thought Monaka was a fraud, well done, you know what, I give kudos off to you. I honestly thought that he was a god of destruction. With how much faith Beerus was putting into him and how much he was hyping him up, I really thought Monaka is a really strong guy, which makes me wonder, is Goku actually the strongest fighter Beerus has ever faced, or has he actually faced someone who is stronger than him? You know, who knows, but it was really interesting to see that, because now if Goku does get beaten, then it means Monaka, he is gonna die. Hito is gonna absolutely kill him unless he surrenders. So just before the fight between Goku and Hito begins, Goku does something very original Dragon Ball like and bows his head to Hito before Champa rings the bell. This is another little homage that they've been doing throughout at least the Champa saga, that they've just been making small homages here and there to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Still a really nice thing to see. So Hito immediately tells Goku to transform, but Goku tells Hito that he's saving it for later so that he can figure out a strategy to beat Hito, and that is to conserve stamina, whereupon Goku jokes around because Hito calls him a young and naive person for telling him a strategy, but he does say that he's a lot older than he looks, whereupon which Hito reveals he is over 1,000 years old. What? that was really unexpected. I was laughing after it because I'm like, no way is he over 1,000 years old. That was just a crazy revelation from him. Never expected it at all. But anyway, Goku bows again and then goes in for the sweep very quickly. Hito kicks Goku in the stomach, kicks him away. We know how fast Goku is, and for him to be outspeeding Goku by such a large difference is absolutely unbelievable. As he hits Goku in the head, as he goes in for another punch, Goku just keeps trying, he keeps getting hit in the collarbone and the gut over and over again, and then Goku tells Hito that he knows exactly how to counter the Tokitobashi, goes in for the punch. Hito punches him, but Goku counters by crossing his arms and blocking it. Then he goes for the punch and he grazes Hito on the cheek and he cuts him open. This is the first time that we've seen Hito get hit, and he does not expect it. He thought, you know, I'm gonna go through this flawlessly. So again, Goku goes to kick Hito, whereupon Hito attempts to kick him back, but Goku blocks. And then Goku kicks behind himself to reveal that Hito used Tokitobashi to stand behind Goku, which is very interesting to see how Goku's gonna try and counter that in the next episode. So the episode does end with Hito getting ready to fight. He's taking his hands out of his pockets. We know he's down to business now, and Goku knows that Hito is really not going to be playing around anymore. He's going to go full power, just like Goku's saying he's going to go full power, with the episode ending there. So overall, this was a very 50-50 episode. The animation in the Vegeta versus Hit fight was very, very poor and plainly average at best. I was not really convinced by the animation in this episode, especially when the past 4 episodes have been such amazing animation. However, there were parts like when Vegeta was powering up that looked absolutely spot on, as well as scenes out with that, just out on the kind of stands, as well as the Goku versus Hito fight. The animation in that so far, pretty damn good, but just the animation was overall kind of poor in this episode. But otherwise, it's a good episode. I expected Vegeta to get beat down, and what I expected happened. Unluckily for me as a Vegeta fan, but you know, everyone's got to have their spotlight. Vegeta had it for 3 matches, and now he can't win a 4th. He has to go down, which I give props for sticking to their guns with that. So, episode 39 previews. The episode is entitled A Perfect Tokitobashi Counter. Is it coming? Goku's new technique. So the previews begin showing Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue state, which yes, confirms that Goku is hopefully going to be going straight into Super Saiyan Blue from the get-go. The episode, the fight has already began, with he nails Hito right in the gut with a punch, which is good because we need some good hits on Hito for the fight to go well. Goku is seriously giving Hito a run for his money, and Hito is doing the same back. They both look on a very even playing field, with Goku saying that he is ready to show his new technique, which, if you have not watched my plot and title reveals that came out a couple of days ago, then I'm not going to spoil it here, but it's very interesting what Goku's new technique is. I'm pretty excited at the prospect of it. The episode previews end with Hito powering up as well as Goku powering up, but nevertheless, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment your thoughts. What do you think of Monaka? Do you think he's just gonna become a filler character now? Do you think he might actually get trained by someone to be good? Because right now he is just an amateur. Do you think Goku and Hito is gonna top Kabe versus Vegeta and Vegeta versus Vegeta and being the best fight of the tournament? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, share this amongst your friends, and subscribe to join the Azure Army today. Thank you.